Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today for Troll Tuesdays, we are going to be doing some Serqet solo, going a kind of hybrid tanky-esque build. These builds are actually quite good on this character, but generally in the jungle, you never see this god off-roll. I think we saw Serqet solo played once in the Pro League in about Season 5 during a Guardian's Blessing meta, so yeah, over 6 years ago was the last time this was even playable, and it was due to a starter item kind of, I wouldn't say bug, but it was sort of used in a way that wasn't expected by like the developers, and as a result was really, really OP in solo, and you could play anything you want. So never really been a good pick. Still excited to give it a go. We got Golden Blade, or Golden Shard, excuse me, to help us clear. And we're against a Nike, which actually, I think from a laning phase perspective is pretty good. What we don't have as an advantage is our wave clear sucks, but our fight is always really, really strong. So if we can kind of just utilize fighting him, and then getting out, trying to cancel out some of his abilities, we'll get some poke, and then hopefully, transfer that to some kind of lane pressure. We did outclear him, so I'm going to play a little bit aggressive right now. I can choose to get my jump or my dash. I'm going to hold right now, choose my jump or my taunt. I'm going to hold right now, get my taunt now, though. Focus this wave right now, look for some autos on him. Just get the taunt on him, and, honestly, are doing pretty good for ourselves. I want to make sure I avoid his other abilities, though, obviously. But we start off pretty strong, so very important to notice he went magical defense. You do always want to go that tier 1 shifters right now. It's really good to just kind of help you decide what you want to go later, and it makes sure that you don't go into a situation where you're committing defense into a role that you're not even sure what you're against. And yeah, so far, really solid though. Just kind of getting some damage off. He doesn't have jump yet because he's not level 3, so we're going to bait him in for it a little bit and miss the taunt. That's tough. Okay, no problem, no problem. Well, we missed, so it's an unfortunate look there, but that idea of just kind of like waiting until we have an advantage, taking it, but consistently autoing him. He made a big mistake on that first wave. Number one, he cleared rather slow, which he probably could have done something better there, but more importantly, he really made a mistake of just walking up and ignoring me. If he plays for poke on me, uses his 2 on me, kind of autos me as I'm trying to auto him, he's got a chance to actually do something okay. But it's really important to remember, I don't have the clear advantage on this character. The only way I'm going to win the fights is if I get poke in the first place, force you out, and then get wave pressure by proxy of just you not being able to hit anything because you're too poked out. Like right here where I'm just going to kind of freeze. So the biggest way to kind of avoid this is in the first place, don't get poked so hard. How do you not get poked? By just either fighting me, or if you're going to clear a little bit safer. If she just uses her Rend, which is her first ability at this range, right? Kind of dances in between these minions and just hits the first 3. She doesn't clear as effectively, but I also don't hurt her as effectively. And as a result, she probably eventually kind of outclears and then is doing pretty well. Or at the very least, we're both clearing at the same time, but I use my abilities and I'm no longer a threat. Rather than, whatever happened there. But either way, we got the neutral, so we hit level 4 obviously way earlier. We're able to freeze off a little bit right there. We're going to hit 5 off of this silver camp, and then we can look for a blue buff invade swiftly after. This is going smooth. I mean, I didn't expect this to start off so well, just because I don't really play this god. She's a really fun in jungle, so if I'm in jungle, sometimes I'll play her, but I don't really play jungle, so I actually got my taunt canceled there. It's alright though. We'll just use her ult to cancel her one here. She's not dead or anything, but she just TP'd back, so if I can like make her lose a lot of health and whatnot without losing anything of my own, it's always going to be pretty solid. We'll just taunt her here and then run away. We're totally fine. Obviously could see some jungle activity, so we're just going to back up. I'm going to reset right now, TP back, go to my blue afterwards. If my blue gets invaded or something, too bad. But just not in the mood to die for it. Alrighty, she's being a little annoying. That's fine. Again, we'll probably lose our blue here. Not the end of the world. I'll just get this and chalice. Oh, actually, I don't need a chalice. It's fine though. Oh, we got it. Awesome. Just taunt both of them together so they take some damage. We kind of just run away. We always want to turn around for those knockups. I didn't need to buy a chalice just because I have so many health pots still. So that was a little bit of a unnecessary move. But as you see, Willix is still looking for slang, so we can taunt her, get some poke off. and continue to play kind of safe. You know, Nike's going to want to go pick up her blue buff. The wave is being lost by this Nike here. I can see if I can stop her back one more time. And we can. Great. That's really, really good. We're able to just dash away from that. I don't think we're knock-up immune in our dash, but we're able to just kind of separate so quick. And this Nike just lost a lot of farm having to go to her blue. Wheelix obviously lost a lot of farm having to just stop her back constantly. And yeah, ultimately we just end out way on top. We did end up getting her blue as well, which is just honestly luck. Obviously Wheelix could have ulted us the moment we jumped over. I think she was like out of mana, but if she did, we never died there because it's just her and we have her dash and stuff still. So it would have been a little bit annoying, but it wouldn't have been anything more than that. Maman is looking for a very interesting gank. Huh. Okay, well, it happens. All good. Yeah, no need to for her to like force anything. If I can taunt this guy, keep autoing him, ult him back now. And remember, Wheelix does have ult, so I can't just like jump in. I would if I could, I promise. We'll path kind of like towards her because she's going to her back camps right now, and if I can catch her. Nah, she sees my scepter, that's the problem. She didn't do that in time. Alrighty. We got one. She was 4-0, so that is solid. I don't really know how you don't get your ult off in time. I'm in the mindset that if I do get ulted in time, I still just got my 2-1 off, so it doesn't really matter, but that is a little embarrassing for her. We're going to continue to just keep this tension and pressure. You know, when you're able to just kind of like walk forward and you know, kid dump them and then get out, it's going to be really effective. Obviously, Nike, not the best matchup for Serqet, but still very much playable. Just really had to, you know, emphasize that lane safety early on. Because I can only take a fight on you, right? I can't out-clear you if we both are just resorting to clear. So if you can just avoid those early game antics, like this lane is bad, you know what I mean? For me. Just really in any pick for the most part. But you got to be like aware of that, you know. This game's not going too hot from a team perspective, but I'm pretty confident I can like carry this one. Really not too worried. Our draft's pretty good, so feeling all right. The only bad pick on our draft is me, so you know that's again that is no problem. He's got a Phoenix Shield. He didn't go shifters. That's okay on Nike, I guess. May as well. The item's just so good that it's never too bad. I gotta be a little careful because, yeah, obviously a Wheelix could be coming around. This Nike's not been playing aggro all game. Then all of a sudden she's like jumping in and stuff. You know, kind of should be a hint, right? And as a result, I'm making sure my dash and stuff when I'm using it is kind of. Oh wow! Wait, that was crazy. Tough. Okay. No problem. No problem. I was gonna say I'm making sure though that if I'm doing something aggressive, it's not entirely without like some kind of escape plan. That was tough though. I kind of got owned. That knock up, not expected to knock me up. It's okay though. We'll get shifters here. We'll go into I think I'm going into a mystical here. Like the thing is, I want cooldown, so going breastplate or something sounds really good, but like if I don't have a what is it called? Like a mystical mail, I don't think I clear well enough into this mid game. So it's one of those things I kind of am just gonna live with. Maybe I'll sell late game, but for now we'll go mystical. I think we can go like a Pridwin next, and we're pretty happy. This trolled me. Oh, I just got trolled so hard. Oh, that sucks. I don't even kill this guy now. Oh, I do. Maybe. This is so tragic. I should be able to get him, or somebody at least. Okay, I'll kill this Athena. I mean, that's so unfortunate. Does he die to that? No way. Why does that guy have blink? Oh, that was my mom and never mind. Okay, that guy did dash in, so he should be dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. That sucks, dude. All good. Yeah, my ult doesn't do any damage rank 1. I had to upgrade it. It's fine, though. I mean, that's still a good trade for the team, so yeah, not a big deal. We are still ahead too. We just want to kind of farm up. Yeah, Mystical completely screwed me there. I was tanking the bull and it just like made my position known instantly. Completely doomed me there. So you know what, maybe this Mystical is already horrible. We'll see. Maybe that's just like foreshadowing. If it is, too bad, man. I don't know. But I think we'll go Pridwin after this Mystical, and then we'll just go like a Binding, and we can slap like a Rune Forged on last or something like that, and that should be pretty solid. Oh, but I look at that. Okay, no, it's 20%. I think 20% cooldown is fine, because we'll get a Blue Mask too. Yeah, that should be alright. Obviously some mid-game mishaps, but that's just part of the world, I guess. How far ahead are we? 600 gold? Yeah, so we lost some ground, but still are in an okay spot. We want to try to just like revert back to the laning phase, get these neutrals, play for a poke when we can. Athena's ulting here. That's weird. Just taunt these guys and we're fine. I know Wheelix is bottom right, so they're obviously kind of looking over here, which is, I mean, I guess not a bad play. It's just very telegraphed. Their blue buff just spawned. Because it is, yeah, wow, they're still here. Okay. Again, I'm not really sure what the objective is. They waste a lot of time, but I guess so. He needs to back up. What they're going to do is look for Bull, and we're in a 2v4 spot here, which is fine. But if they don't get a pick and they just get the Bull, for all the time they're spending, like, looking for it, it's really not that big of a deal. We just have to not die, you know what I mean? Because, again, they're spending so much time, so many resources. And they'll get the objective, so it's not that bad, but, like, if they can't get a kill, I mean, it is terrible. We just taunt them there. She can't at Wheelix only if she's taunted, obviously. Now this Athena, who's been really the forefront of this initiation, is way out of position. We'll ult this guy here, wait for a Feather Step, taunt her after, get the auto off. And she's probably dead to Mammon, I hope. Nice job. Yeah. Really important there, after I get a Wheelix ulted, I'm tanky enough that I can survive, obviously, the Feather Step and stuff. I need to let her Feather Step for it first. Because if I throw my taunt out, and then she Feather Steps, like, as I'm throwing it out, I'm never going to be able to do the damage I need to, right? So it's super, super important. I'm tanky enough. There's no reason to rush. Let me wait for him to Feather Step. He always will, and then I'll taunt him. So that's going to make that actually playable for you. Yeah, tough. I'm not sure why we chased or, like, what happened there exactly. But because we were in a great spot, we just have to kind of leave. It's alright, though, I guess. I was able to get some right farm and stuff, so I'm at least kind of content. Don't have enough damage here to make a kill happen, I don't think. So they're horrific down, though. That's solid. I mean, we can just take that. You almost killed that guy. Nice. Alright, we'll get Mystical here. Start that Pridwin train here. We'll go Blink. I couldn't buy it in time, but yeah, we're going to go Blink here. I mean, Beads is not bad at all, so I'm actually maybe lucky I didn't build anything there. Because Beads is pretty solid. In those spots, you definitely just don't TP. Kind of take a second, build your items, then you start TPing. But yeah, I think Beads is actually pretty good too, because they have a lot of CC. I'm getting a Wheelix ulted a lot. Not that it's really killing me, but it might when we're 5-man groups, so we'll see. I don't know, I'll kind of hold off on it for now. We'll figure it out. Do I need Blink to initiate? Not really. It makes it easier. So, kind of torn. We'll see, though. He's in a Zoom for school? Was this guy like 12 in summer school? What happened? Oh, man. That's crazy. Alright, we got the wave proxied and stuff, and now we can just kind of look for a little rotation. If we see Agni here, it's really solid. They're absolutely looking for a fight, so this is a great spot for us to maybe get something off. Did some damage. I mean, that's fine. I'm just going to pull this guy away here. And she just got absolutely farmed. Remember, our ultimate does have innate crit chance, by the way, too, as you level it up. So we have 10% crit right now. Yeah, kind of just took him to work right there. Our target obviously was like the Athena Agni. That ended up changing a little bit, which is totally fine. Whether our soul is getting farmed. I guess is she even playing? She is. Okay. Um, so it's really important though that like in a spot like that, we kind of just we kind of changed targets, right? So it was the Athena, it was the Agni, but when that was realized to not really let us a kill right away, and we had the Ares taunting, or the excuse me, the Athena, the Ares pulling for the Athena. We have to look at like how can we kind of peel and continue this fight to be good. If we stand around right there and just let the Ares pull, that it looks totally gonna kill our Medusa. So our target then is to just keep the guy in combat, and that's kind of our way of peeling. So you can obviously peel from shielding and all that stuff, but if you're not one of those characters that gives like straight up defensive attributes, your peel is just doing damage and keeping other people out, obviously, right? So we kind of just zone the guy, keep him out, and good stuff happens. We have a little bit of MP5, not too much. I think this is probably a bait. So yeah, we'll kind of just walk away. Definitely should not be fighting this guy. Okay, actually, they're in mid. I mean, we are sort of set. Gonna be able to pick this up. Don't have enough mana, sadly. MP5 can only go so far from Bluestone, you know? That was good, though. Yeah, you know what? I think I am gonna go beads. It's a little bit sad because, like, Blink is awesome, but I look at their comp and they just have so many stuns. So we'll get this here. Our next item, I think Archers is really solid here. I think Binding is really good as well. We could even go like Runeforged right away, and then go one of those. We could go Binding and Archers together. Those are all kind of like okay options at least. Too bad they did gold. And the mindset is as long as I'm just kind of getting like these utility, defensive kind of hybrid items, I'll be able to like be tankier but still have damage prospects, and that's really all that I'm looking for on this character. So, however way we do that, I don't think matters that much. I just think you have to kind of build with that in mind. We're gonna use this teleporter over here. Like he's gonna come with us, but hopefully we can still do something here. I'm gonna try to get to this Wheelix. And we did cancel Athena with that as well, so I don't know, maybe we have a chance to get something on this Charybdis. Obviously a super safe, strong character, so yeah, probably we'll just be okay. It wasn't the worst trade. I mean, it was a 2 for 3, so it wasn't winning, but it wasn't that hard losing. If only I was there a little bit sooner. Got Charybdis beads there. Can get over to this guy who's obviously now pretty isolated. Athena's got help though. We're totally fine. I mean, what beads is going to allow us to do, and just like the nature of a build like this, is we're just going to be like super annoying to lock down. And so we can just kind of like walk in, taunt people, jump away, and kind of do that on a cycle. And if they ever do actually get set up on us, it doesn't really matter that much, because we just are tanky enough to live, and we have beads. That was a decent ult. It just was kind of like a bit far. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, my taunt just bricked there. It happens. It was a good play. I just unfortunately missed. We're totally fine here. So that's a Wheelix's ult. And we just kind of keep running. Remember, we do have beads here, if that wasn't range, but obviously it is not. Her cripple can cancel my dash from her feather step. So if that was like a threat, I'd have to be a little mindful of that. We can bait her a little bit. I mean, this is fine. I'm gonna just pull her back. It's her beads. I have taunt and stuff. I'm well tanky enough to live this, and she is just in so much trouble now. Okay, Athena ult forced, Wheelix beats forced, Wheelix ult forced. We can just TP back in, and they're both super dead. I'm gonna TP mid here to help this Medusa first. She's just gonna dash right away as a kind of a panic thing. Now we just taunt her now, and again, no kill potential for us really, alone at least. But maybe some with this Ares. It's kind of like Ooms. Actually, we do get him. Okay, I'm surprised. I don't know. I didn't think I'd be able to kill him, but we do. So just kind of like being patient with our abilities and stuff. You always just kind of have to keep in mind, like whenever you're playing one of these guys, I think Serqet kind of functions similarly as a like tank role. So if you're playing your support or solo, or even in jungle if you're building a really tanky, kind of like Horus does in solo. Or if you guys remember watching my Horus video, I know that was one of my earlier videos, so maybe not a lot of you have. But I do recommend looking at that one if you haven't. Because a lot of that is really just like making adjustments as to am I diving, am I kind of peeling, which target am I going on, and it just comes down to who's closer, like what your kind of kit status is and stuff like that, and like a priority of targets, like who needs the most help, sort of, right? And it's really, really fun. It's a great playstyle. It's kind of like this back and forth, like semi-dive style with a lot of like positioning things. It was even also in that Athena video to some extent that we released the other day, but you do it on Serqet, you do it on Horus, you definitely do it on Hercules and Guan Yu as well. So those are characters that all kind of this embody this style of like this wishy-washy sort of in and out, peel the back line and then dive the front, all that kind of stuff. It's very fun. It's a style that I really played a lot in Season 10 because Guan Yu was really good, Horus was really good, and even Hercules was like pretty strong. So that kind of style, even though I don't play this character really, is very, very prevalent in like solo lane, or at least used to be when I was playing like in the minor leagues. So it's not foreign, you know what I mean? And it's definitely a little bit awkward in like ranked or casuals or something, just because, quite frankly, it's easier to do when you're in comms with 4 other people and they're better players and whatnot. But it still works. We can just like kind of keep clearing. I really want to hit 20 at this point. You know, we've done a good job of just like if we are fighting, we're getting a lot of value, and then when we come back to rotate and clear and stuff, it's generally been fine. I know we've seen a lot of pressure from this jungler, but we've kind of managed to stall out him getting kills and stuff on us specifically, at least. And as a result, he's really kind of like just behind. So everything's kind of come together pretty smoothly. I'm just gonna get on this guy. He's very much inting. Yeah, I don't think he realizes he can't always get off of that. Perdwin might kill him. Awesome. Alrighty. Yeah, he got owned. Some of those walls are really awkward to jump on certain characters. So at that point, like if you're not finding it, you just got to go. You know what I mean? And he would have been fine, but he like stuck to it way too long, like a second too long, and it made it super bad. We're kind of like face planning for this Agni. Doesn't really work. That's fine. Curtis is ulting us, and we just shoot that, and we're all set. I'm totally okay here. I'll just kind of leave. I want to see if I could help him. Couldn't though. We're almost at 20, so I don't actually want to build like a full item here or anything, or a full tier 2. I'm just gonna get tier 1 Rune Forge, and we want to make sure that we have enough for our starter right away once we're 20. That's kind of the goal. If we just get on the Charybdis here, I'm pretty sure they'll get the Nike eventually, but even if they don't, like that's their follow-up in the Nike's peel. So look, we didn't kill the Nike, but it's like now I just have like a target that I think is worth a lot more. So I'm pretty happy with it. Just ult him. Perdwin detonated, he is dead. It might have spread, did not, that's fine. We'll path away a little bit, path away again. Wait for him to feather step us before we dash, because again, that's the cripple. Missed my taunt, that's too bad. We had the right idea. And look, again, priority targets, think about it. Level 16 Nike or 19 Charybdis, and who's going to be doing any damage to anybody in these fights? Obviously this Charybdis, so I'm always going to look for her if I can. We have this choice here. Do we want to go Brooch or Redstone? I think with the nature of us being more so a decoy and kind of this like CC setup style, Brooch actually can work pretty well for us just like forcing the 1v1s on some of these people and maybe killing them. But generally speaking, if I can just like go on somebody, get 35% of their health and get out, I'm very happy with that. You know, it's important to remember, like, I have hyper carries in terms of damage on our draft, right, with Mammon and stuff, so I shouldn't feel the urge to build damage. I know, you know, you might kind of get that image of, like, it's a casual game, it's a ranked game, whatever, like, you kind of need damage because you can't count on anybody, and that's, like, probably true, but, you know, I try to play with like the competitive mindset, and I'm still doing a lot of damage, so as you can see, I think we're going to be okay. We want to look at this Charybdis here when she comes out. They are getting absolutely owned. 2 double kills right there for us and our boy. Love to see it. We'll taunt this guy back. Let's go, man. Great. Top everything. This the Serqet. The Serqet solo is going well. I've already got an idea for like my next video as well. I know that you guys have some suggestions, so next week I'll probably do a suggestion, and then the week after I'll do one that I have an idea for. I just like, again, I think one of the fun things about Troll Tuesdays is like sometimes you find things that are somewhat like actually okay, and like this is actually going quite well, and I feel like this is pretty good. I mean, I guess the Scotty video and stuff did well, like in terms of the performance, and even the Fafnir video, eventually, but. I forgot, what did I do? Oh, I did Ymir, yeah, and the Ymir sucked. That was bad. I mean, I trolled not going Beads Blink. That was really troll. Because I went TP. If I went Beads Blink in that Ymir video, we had a chance, but it was bad. It was still bad. Like, you can tell when something just stinks, you know? But this is actually not bad. Like, we're just kind of owning people. It's more so, like, the troll aspect of this character is, like, the laning phase, but if you, And that's the thing. That's why I always say, like, look, like, just focus on playing your fundamental characters and just learning the role and learning the game. Because even though I'm playing, like, a really bad laner and a really awkward one, because, like, we're just having, like, those fundamentals down and then sound, we kind of got away with the early game. In fact, got ahead from it. I know we had a couple of deaths that were just mishaps. I think we were 1 and 2 at some point in this match. But once we recovered from that, it was really good. By the way, we should absolutely not be there. We should just go to fire. I'm just walking over to maybe peel some of them out. But yeah, like, once we get away from the laning phase and stuff, and if we're just farming, like, at some kind of a cliff, which having shifters and being generally pretty healthy to have the extra power is done for us. Obviously, having Mystical Mail has helped us in doing, and then Pridwin just for cooldown to help us clear quicker in general. You tend to find that, like, actually this character is very good. You know, you just have to kind of get to that cliff. I've always been a huge Serqet fan in terms of, like, drafting. I think she's a really great jungler. Used to be my worst god for sure, and I just kind of like had to practice her. To be honest, there's nothing really to it. I'm probably dead here because I'm gonna look salted. Yeah, that's too bad. Wasn't really too much I could do. Dude, I came in to help them, and then I was the one who got left behind. What a shame. We were owning there though. It's no big deal. Got our build done, so happy either way. We'll just go to fire soon after. Maybe they get a pick here. Are looking at builds. Are there any crazy things with the builds in this lobby? Well, this guy's 20. It doesn't have a starter item. He just built it. That's crazy, but you know, not bad. This guy's build is actually not bad either. This build's a little weird, but no, it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I always say, guys, like, if you don't know how to build, just go and pro Smite builds. Or just watch my videos if it's a solo build. But if it's not, just go and pro Smite builds. You'll figure it out and just click on a build and just copy that. Because building, you can always control that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at their draft, for example. Like, this Nike has Pridwin. You never go Pridwin on Nike. So, automatically, even, like, he's not playing well and he's behind. But even if he was ahead and doing well or whatever, no matter what, he's at a disadvantage because he built a bad item. You know what I mean? So, and the reason why it's bad is it doesn't really stack with the shield. So he's going to Nike ult, and he's not going to actually get the Pridwin shield, or vice versa. I think he just doesn't get the Pridwin shield. So it's just like, oh man, what a waste, you know what I mean? So basically you're just building for 2400 gold, 25 prots, and 20% cooldown. It's horrible. I mean, Pridwin is a terrible item, but the passive is what you build it for. And when you don't have that, you know, there's not really a whole lot to it. Yeah, we do a lot of damage. Holy crap. Okay. I didn't think we did that much, but I mean, look, if we do, we do. This is kind of a bad positioning thing by me, but again, we just want to kind of soak aggro, so either way, it's okay if Talus kind of owned us there too. A little bad by me. I mean, I got the pick, I just have to kind of pump the brakes. It's not a big deal because I'll just TP back in a second, but yeah, a little bit too rushed by me. Just get a 2 dash off, and that's like a little bit of damage, but it just kind of makes him hesitate. And then now we can just kind of go in again and like look how awkward this spot is for him. This is area zoning more so than us, but he just has not been able to cast at all this fight. We'll come back around here. It's Athena's target. She is super dead. There we go. We'll do this now. Obviously, like, we do need to just do fire. If we want to end here. Also, what's nice about this build is 2 glyphs means that we have 2 pretty powerful little additions to our build that we can just kind of do without anything else, like, which is always really good. Now we can just start saving for a 3k pot. So our build kind of goes further than most builds maybe do. You know, I need to do on this character is you need to have it in Viz play. So we're going to say it right here, and when a Wilkes goes, hopefully, to the speed, and then after to us, it's Nike. Too bad. Maybe we'll have something good. Okay, Nike's just coming. Alright, this works, though. This works as well. We got the poison spreading. This guy has to run away now, and I'm going to take this fight every time. She was looking there if she could find some kind of a Wilkes ult. But yeah, we just get 2. Awesome. Agni just dashed, and this is very typical of like plat below players to just dash forward to try to like contest a thing. And it's just not worth what you're losing, because now you're just dead. The steal potential is super low, and even if you do steal it, you do just like always lose the game after. So what's the play there? Just don't dash forward. It's super, super bad. Now, like, if you know that the flankers aren't coming, that's one thing, but I'm like very clearly on that flank. He might actually get out. So if he gets out, maybe I stand corrected, but I don't think he will. Oh, you know what? How awkward would it be if I died? Okay. That would have been really awkward. We're totally fine. Nice. Get the taunt off on him, and I can't believe I got that. Redstone did us well. We'll go invis here. Never mind. We won't. And I think it's going to be it. It's definitely going to be it. 18-3 and 11. Dude, what a dominant game. That felt great. That felt really good. That was so much fun. This cut is awesome. Yeah, I like this. This was a good time. Well, you know, I feel like Troll Tuesdays. Okay, the thing is with Troll Tuesdays, and maybe this is like structuring it poorly. I don't want to. I'll play characters that just suck straight up. I will. But I also like want to play stuff that are like conventionally considered very bad in the role and see if there's like actually a way to make it work. And I think we did do that this game, like for sure, because there's no way Serqet solo is good. It still is like the archetype of a solo laner, blah blah blah. But the laning phase and stuff is horrendous. But again, you get past that laning phase, you are insanely strong. We did Charybdis last week. That's what we did. That was also OP. I think Charybdis solo is actually like kind of nuts. But hey, we got a win. 18-3-11, 52k damage, 1 ward for superior vision, of course. And yeah, just a really solid match. That was fun. I had a great time with that. Let me know what you guys would like to see. I know we have some Khepri solo requests. That's probably what I'll do next week. Unsure though yet. I'll definitely do a Khepri solo at some point, but I don't know if it'll be next week. But yeah, either way, thank you guys for watching. I will see you sometime soon. And I've got a competitive game coming out tomorrow, a video that's just going to be like no comms in terms of like play-by-play comms, but it's a competitive video. I think you guys will really enjoy it. I did one on Amaterasu a bit ago, so something similar to that. And yeah, hope to see you there. Peace, peace.